How do you hit the golf ball lower? My name is Sophie Walker and this is the How Did I Do Academy, and I'm going to tell you how to hit that ball lower. There could be many reasons why you want to hit the ball lower. The conditions, for instance, if it's into the wind or you've got a tree in front of you and you need to keep the ball low. You could be somebody that hits the ball far too high and you're not getting enough distance from it. You want to try and get more of a penetrating ball flight in your whole swing. So it's not just circumstances which dictate why you need to hit the ball low. I think it's always nice to have the ability to be able to hit it high or low, because that's golf, isn't it? It's a skill of being able to move the golf ball how you want to. So here's some tips for hitting lower golf shots. Number one is ball position. I've got a 6-iron here. Normally my ball would be slightly forward of centre, but as I want to keep it lower, I'm going to put it back one ball to the right of centre. I'm not going to get it all the way back on this right foot because I get too steep. Steep normally equals high. So middle of the stance, and then put it one ball back. So step one, ball position. Step two is weight distribution. Now, as you want to keep the ball low, we've got to keep that chest over the ball. I like to explain it at football. You know, when the cross is coming in and they say keep your knee over the ball to keep the ball down, that's your feeling, but we're going to do it with our chest. So at the start, we're going to feel 70% on our left hand side. And actually, there's not going to be a lot of weight shift in this swing at all. We're going to try and keep rather centered over the golf ball at the start, in the middle, and at the end. Step three is the swing thought. I want you to feel slightly shorter and maybe not as wristy. So that feeling of a 3/4 and keep the wrists firm. The higher, the more wrist break, that can often equal a higher shot at impact. So weight on the left hand side, more of a 3/4 body turn rather than getting those hands too involved. Step four is impact position. We're going to feel like we're over the ball, that we're covering the golf ball. Don't get too steep on it. That's why the ball position isn't all the way back on that right foot. So we're not getting steep, but we are trying to cover it, trying to get that chest in front of the golf ball. I actually like to feel like my left hand, or my hands, sorry, are over my left thigh at impact to try and get that shaft lean. Rather than return it to where it started, we're going to try and return it over that left thigh, which will then de-loft the golf club and get that ball going lower. That's your feeling. Not steep, keep it reasonably shallow. We don't want to see massive divots here. And the final thought, step five, is the follow through. I want you to feel like the club head stays nice and low. And we finish like Tommy Fleetwood, a punch finish. Those hands out in front of me. Once again, looking at the lack of wrist break here. Not this. One of my old coaches used to say Ben Hogan. Now it's Tommy Fleetwood these days, but back in the day, it was Ben Hogan. That finish is what you've got to think of. So 5 steps for hitting the golf ball lower. Let's go through the 5 steps and hit one. First of all, ball position, back of middle. Weight into the left side. Less wrist break, shorter swing. Hands over the left thigh at impact, keeping that loft down, and then a curtailed follow through, less wrist break in the follow through. Stay centered, keep the chest over the golf ball. The ball flight just drops. That's half as high as I would normally get a 6-iron, maybe even a third as high. It's really controlled, low, chasing shot. That's 5 easy steps for hitting the golf ball lower and getting that more penetrating ball flight. Thank you for watching our videos, so much more to come. Make sure you like, you comment and subscribe and share these videos with your friends. It's about making the whole golfing community better at golf.